uppercut, leave you laid out on the floor. Try to duck and roll, hit and miss, now you counting stars. Should've practiced more, should've hit the mask, get out there more. Claim that you're the best. You gotta show me, son. Actions over words, baby boy. Is you real or what? Talking way too much, world combat sports. Talking way too much, world combat sports. Talking way too much, world combat
Yo, big shout out to the hottest chat in the MFing game. A-Side official. No negotiation needed, period. You already know WCS is the first in the building. What's good, everyone? Dropped in for a Friday night session. A Friday afternoon, rather. I shall be back on a little later. I just want to just drop in and let y'all know that I'm constantly paying close attention to what boxing is putting out. It seems like boxing is just turned into a reality show, man. There's no need for promoters no more, except to, put the content together as far as the promo flyers and everything like that. But most of it, the boxers is putting in free pro bono work. They're working pro bono. Bono. They're working pro bono to bring more attention to their fight. See, if they'll just clean it up a little bit, then and make it believable, then people start taking it serious. But all of it's turning in the same cliche 1, 2, 3, 4 liners. I beat your ass. I'm gonna knock you out. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? It seems like a circus, man. And speaking of circus, some of the media enthusiasts, right? Some of the media enthusiasts is pretty much getting in on the show of becoming extras in the circus. You know what I'm saying? I had the pleasure of putting this clip together, and giving some highlight shine to some media enthusiasts. You know what I'm saying? Take a listen in and see, can you recognize, their tone? Did y'all recognize that tone? Because this is what boxing, when it comes to the media, not boxers in general, not the sport, but I'm saying the type of platform that is on and how they go about uplifting the consumers who they're trying to convince to pay for the fight itself. It's turned into a big drama show, just like Triple G said. I was thinking about that today, and I was like, man, it just seems like everybody is just mad with one another. You know what I'm saying? And this is a full contact sport, and you're supposed to do the fighting in the ring, but most of it is handled outside the ropes, and it's just back and forth on what I do to you and what you can't do to me and all this. And then you have the media enthusiasts that are actually going to the extreme behind the scenes, doing paperwork on other media enthusiasts. and trying their best to get your channel removed when they don't think your channel's big enough. It's just one big shit show. You know what I'm saying? One big circus. Now give it time to settle in now. Give it time to settle in. You're going to figure it out. Hey, you gonna sell. Hey, I am not calling boxing, a bunch of primates. I'm not. But those who know understand where I'm at with it. This right here has to go some other direction than where we at with it. It's just too many fighters that's supposed to be. I'm talking about registered pugilists, combat technicians. Everybody's going at each other. That's unfortunate. But I do want to get into the presser that happened between Jaron Ennis and Cody Crowley today. I want to give you just a brief snippet of what was out there today. It was quite bad. I'm not gonna lie to you, y'all. It was quite bad. It was one of the worst. For real. It was one of the worst, man. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. It was bad. It was super, super bad, man. Philly sent Jaron Ennis a message today. Jaron Ennis is a rising star in the sport of boxing. All right. Mad talented. He has one of the most consistent, hardworking media segues covering him in YSM Sports. Shout out to Jamil. Jamil has the task of covering what he can of Jaron Ennis, but some things are outside Jamil's scope. Today, Philly. This was supposed to be a homecoming again for Ennis. The headline against Cody Crowley is not a name that we was looking forward. It's not a name that just got people to just jumping up and doing backflips they never did before. Jaron Ennis is sitting at 31 victories, opposite of 0 defeats, and 28 coming by way of knockouts. He sits at a 90.32% KO ratio. 5'10", 74-inch reach. Okay, 5'10", 74-inch reach. His opponent, Cody Crowley, 22 victories in, opposite of 0 defeats, and 9 by way of knockout. He sits at a 40.91% KO ratio, and his stance is southpaw, 5'10", and comes in at 72-inch reach. All right. This right here, alias the Crippler, and Jaron Ennis boots. People really haven't been talking about this much, but this is not even why I'm doing the live stream, y'all. I'm talking about the live stream because this is a fight that's going to be in Jaron Ennis's backyard. Because Ennis says it's going to be like him kicking up his feet. That's what he said. He said it's going to be like him kicking up his feet. You understand? That's what he said. That's how it's going to be. Like him kicking up his feet, being at home. Now, when you talk about kicking up your feet, you have a good long time to kick up your feet. You understand? And the last time we seen a fighter kicking up their feet, it was at the front end of Terrence Bud Crawford at the T-Mobile Massacre. That's all I'm saying. So we really don't want anyone kicking up their feet. But unfortunately for this, Philly sent Jaron Ennis a message saying that we expect more out of you. We expect more out of you. We need more from you. You got to give us something more than just the basic one-liners. You have to have, respectfully, your father let you do the talking, let you do the promo, because you are what they consider the phenom. This shouldn't be training to trainer. We just seen this shit pop off like this, trainer to trainer. We seen it at Haney versus Regis Prograis. You know what I'm saying? We seen the trainers talk their talk. But truth be told, the fighters need to start talking their talk, especially if you have two fighters that's not really the most popular fighters out there in this sport, and you're trying to build up your brand. You're trying to build up the spark amongst the consumers who want to come see you fight. Now, I want to take you through the first half of this as much as I possibly can, this presser. And Philly sent Ennis a brutal message. This was a public press conference. And it should have been rocking. We talking about Philly boxing. We talking about it should have been rocking up in there. It shouldn't have. Look, Cody Crowley, who hasn't fought in a year. Both of these guys have been pretty much inactive for quite some time, or whatever, several months. Crowley shouldn't have been able to get a word out because this Philly stand up. This Philly shouldn't have had no Canadian fighter in there able to say anything. But Crowley in the back end of it really had a story to tell. He really had some words, man, that'll make you think like, God damn. You know, he has been through a lot. But I just want to take you through the beginning on how this shit started off with the plane trying to take off in reverse. The bird was flying backwards, goddammit. This just wasn't the way I expected. Let's tune in, listen. This cannot happen anymore.
Keep talking. Keep talking. Keep talking. He gonna get the worst beating of his life. I promise you that.
Not gonna happen.
I promise you that.
Keep dreaming.
I promise you that.
Keep dreaming.
I promise you that. And we could bet whatever.
Eddie, I'm really sorry that this is his first fight under Matchroom. I'm really sorry. I apologize because I like you.
Yeah. You know what?
apologize.
We like you too, but you know the way you talking. You know what I mean? After him, me and you can put the gloves on.
Papa Boo.
Oh my God, Bozy, no. I know you can throw them hands, Bozy. I know you can throw them hands, big dog. I know, man, OG. I know you can throw them hands, Bozy. You got sons that's in the sport, man. But this is not about you, man. Bozy, this is not about you, bro. This is trying to build your son up. The one that is considered, they are labeling him the phenom. That's what they saying, Bozy. They saying your son is the phenom. When they trying to say your son is the phenom, you got to keep it cool, low key, and calm. You got to chill, Bozy. You got to fall back. You get all the time you need training your son, getting him prepared to cross those battle lines. That's where you shine at, Bozy, when the results come out in the ring. This right here, no, we can't have this, man. You can't be challenging a trainer and talking about, we can go to the gym and I'll stop you. Come on, Bozy. Oh, it's just tacky, wacky, tack, tack.
Boots, come on, Papa Boots.
Yeah. We on that. We on that.
I got respect for my elders.
Boots is up there saying we own that. No. You shouldn't be on this. You should be on the priority as to why Philly did not show up for your presser. You are considered and labeled and tagged the phenom. There's a lot more you should be concerned about rather than your father trying to challenge the team member of Cody Crowley. And Jerron, you can't be co-signing Pop saying, we own that. No, bro. You're trying to be on the heavy purses. You're trying to be on the bigger names. You're trying to be on the pound for pound list. Your daddy going in there fighting the trainer of your opponent is not going to get you on the pound for pound. It's not going to give you the bigger purses. It's not going to build up. Man, Philly been on that time for a long time. Philly got a reputation. Philly boxing is cemented. You know what I'm saying? It's been some heavy hitters come out of Philly. We're talking about the fighters versus the fighters. We're not talking about team versus team, member. Especially you, Bozy. Come on, Bozy. Come on, man. Man, we both up there in age. Come on, bro. We can't do this. Jerron, you can't be talking about we on this. This is tacky, bro.
I got respect for my elders. Let's go there.
And we on it.
We can go to my gym now.
Let's go.
And we on it.
Come on, Papa Boots.
And we on it.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yo,
I'll stop you.
Hey, I got respect for my elders, so you just throw the first punch and then I'll handle the rest.
Oh my God. Look, I'm gonna be honest with you. I really don't know who dude is that just said, I got respect for my elders. You throw the first punch and I'll do the rest. Cold counter. See how he catching counter? Oh, cold. He cold with it. He cold. God damn, he cold. Why you gotta be so cold on a Friday? I ain't gonna lie, man. That was cold, man. You know how, I do appreciate words. That was cold, man. But Bozy, no, you're out your seat. This is your son, the Phenom. Homecoming fight. We're trying to raise his brand, his name to the sky, to the Philly skies, God damn it. You want to look back on this day when Boots was up there making 30 mil. 35, 40 million a paycheck. That's what you trying. You challenging a dude in the gym. That's Philly. Philly been doing that for decades. Philly got some of the most legendary stories. Man, come on. Come on, man. You can't be challenging this guy. He says he got respect for his elders. You throw the first punch, I'll handle the rest. Cold. You walked into that one. You can't be getting hit with a catch and counter like that, Bozy. Come on, man. Come on, Jerron. Man, y'all gotta be more of a unit with this, bro. You can't let this happen again. You can't.
Yo.
Yeah. Let's go.
Remember, y'all gotta get out of here. Y'all in my city.
Oh my God, man. Jerron Ennis just said y'all gotta get out of here. So you're trying to put the SOS out there that these cats got to get up out of Philly. So do you want the fight to happen or not? Man, we know Philly's reputation. We know they don't play around. But you, Jerron Ennis, you are here the presser for you to speak to the world, speak to the boxing public, to get your freaking name out there, man. You want people to start talking about you in a way that they're saying, okay, he's worth fighting in this venue. He's worth fighting in this venue over here. You want them to put you in the big venues where the main stage is at. But I guess you can take a fight out the hood, but you can't take the hood out the fighter. Because for you to tell your opponent, you need to worry about making up out of here. What is that saying, though? I mean, really? Really, like, are you just doing the white boy, threat? Like, just because he's in Philly, that's your opponent, bro. Eddie's going to make sure they make it up out of Philly. What if something happened? I mean, what does this means exactly, man? Like, this is supposed to be your opponent, brother. This dude genuinely likes you, but you're saying y'all got to make it up out of it. What does that mean, brothers? Damn, man, can't we be smarter? Can't we just be smarter with this shit? Can we be more intelligent with the trash talk? Can't we get inside our bag with the humor? Can't we just sit down and come up with some one-liners? Seriously. But the threats, man, that don't work for me. I'm just telling you, that shit don't work for me. Like, man, we know Philly was one of those areas but you're having a fight in your hometown. You're trying to make it to the fight, or you're trying to be locked up. Why must be snitching on freaking line, man?
Is that a threat? What's the threat? Is that a threat?
Y'all in my city.
Is that a threat?
Y'all in my city.
Come on, man.
It's gonna get nasty, dog.
We chose to come here.
Keep talking.
He is the real life Rocky story,
talking.
man, in
Rocky
your own
not
town.
real. Rocky is
hold
not
on.
real.
This is the homecoming?
Rocky
This
not
is the
real.
homecoming?
Rocky.
Now, this trainer of Cody Crowley said, this is the homecoming. This is the homecoming. Now, he already hit with the catch and counter. All I'm doing, W says, all I'm doing is giving my assessment. That's all I'm saying. With a little bit of sprinkles of ad lib and a goddamn, a slab of goddamn sarcasm. That's all. And old boy said, this a homecoming. This is homecoming. Look what he's about to say, y'all. Look what he's about to drop. Like Cody Crowley is sitting there chilling, low key. You know what I'm saying? Sung Freud. He, got his chance to speak, and he's the opponent.
Where are all the people? I thought this was a public opening. Don't pay.
He said, I thought this was a public opening. He said, I thought this was a public opening. Shout out to Carlos Rosado on deck. W says, salute. Salute to you, Carlos. Shout out to Arnold Brown in the building. What's good? I'll get back to reading the comments. There's many. Shout out to the MACKMOBB. The Mac Mob is in the building. What's good with it, brother? Salute to you pulling up. As always, man. Big shout out. 402 is in the building. Boxing has become a circus at its highest level. Brother, all I'm trying to say, it's the big drama show. Everybody's trying to pretend or trying to put on roles of characters that's not required on fight night. The only characters we want to see is Fighter 1 and Fighter 2. Fighter A, Fighter B. Red or blue corner. That's all we want to see. That's all we want to see. None of that other stuff, man. All the threats, all this. Do you want to be confined or do you want to be free? Period. That's all. Andrew Charles in the building. Salute to you. JH in the building. He said, Boots not a good talker. Let's get back to this, please. Cole.
In my city.
Is that a threat?
Y'all in my city.
Come on, man.
It's gonna get nasty, dog.
We chose to come here.
Keep talking.
He is the real life Rocky story, man, in your own town.
Rocky is
hold
not
on.
real.
This is the homecoming?
Rocky
This
not
is the
real.
homecoming?
Rocky not
Where
real,
are all the
bro.
people? I thought this was a public
real.
opening.
Rocky
Don't
not
pay.
real.
Man, there's like 10 people here. They're all your family.
Yeah.
What? What? Lil John voice. What? You know him from the A? What? Dude said it's like 10 people here and they all your family. Philly. Come on, Philly. Man, come on now. Why y'all do Boots like that, man? That's the phenom. Why aren't y'all? It was a free presser. This is the beginning stages. This is the foundation. This is ground zero. This is building up a fighter. You open it to the public so people can say, hey, man, it's free. Yeah, it's free. You want to go down there? It's Friday, man. We get something to eat, afterwards and then make our way. All right, cool. They didn't even have that conversation. Hey, man, you want to go down there? No, man, I got to groom my Yorkie, bro. Oh, you got a Yorkie? I got a Frenchie. Yeah, man, it's cool, man. Yeah, I went and got him dog brushed the other day. So you want to take him for a walk down the street? Yeah, we could talk some boxing. They wasn't trying to go to the presser. It was free. No cost. And he said it's only like 10 or 15. And he's a Canadian, bro. Man, real talk. Seriously, Team Ennis, I really want to see y'all do better. You know what I'm saying? Maybe y'all should just get with Shaw News over there and have him, since he's really, you know what I'm saying, he on some next level shit over there. You know, I'm serious, real talk. Maybe get with him with the promotional side of the house and try to get your brand banging in the skies, man. We need to get that shit boom, 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 like it's fireworks, like it's the 4th of every month. Not just July, it's the 4th of every month when they hear your name. You gotta find a way to spark it up. You gotta find something else. You gotta get new material. You gotta change levels with your personality. This dude said you got 10 or 15 and they're your own family. Why y'all didn't show up for him? It was a free presser.
Man, stop that.
Yo, you digging your man into a hole, you
this
hear me?
fight should have been in Ontario. There would have been 15,000 people in here for the press conference. I promise you that.
He said this should have been in Ontario. Now, granted, Cody Crowley hasn't spoken yet. He's been chilling. And when he does speak, man, it's going to be quite touching. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to lie to you. I didn't know. I didn't know. I didn't know.
Why you ain't accept the challenge last year? They offered him $300,000 to fight him. He turned him down. What happened?
We didn't turn down nothing.
What happened then?
We're here.
I'm happy to answer any questions.
Yeah.
Okay, now Cody Crowley enters. He's sounding like your favorite telemarketer. You know what I'm saying? Your favorite HR rep. I'm happy to answer any questions that you would like. Yes, I have all the time in the world. I look to serve your best interests, and let us get down to the bottom of this. Why are you calling first and foremost? My ID number is 34661.5.3 over Y square. Listen to Cody Crowley talk, man.
What happened?
Answer.
Yo, I like you, Cody. I like you, but he's talking that tough shit
so
right there.
I've
I'll stop him.
I've been out of boxing.
I will stop him.
I've been
I don't know what you was on, Bozy. God damn, dog. This is just takes me to Floyd Mayweather when Tank had a fight coming up. I forgot who he was fighting, but it was supposed to be like an open workout to put eyes on Tank. And Floyd just was talking about himself, talking about the saturation of belts in the sport. It was very non-conducive to what we wanted to see when Tank was the highlight, the feature. Somebody that's you know, Mr. El Chin Checker himself. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, Bozy keeps talking about who he'll stop the trainer of Cody Crowley. And this is not about the trainer stepping in there for an exhibition, man. This is about the fighter. In order for the black community, okay, first of all, in order for the black community to start co-signing you, Ennis, being that they attempted to do it off the strength of Errol Spence, and that didn't work once July 29 T-Mobile Massacre was front and center 2023. Now you have to continue to build up. You have to find a way to build up. You have to get a freaking needle and thread, and you got to find a way to stitch some type of interest into the fabric of your persona as a fighter. You have to learn how to use wordplay. You have to come up with something that's enlightening. You have to come up with a different bravado. Threatening people, knowing it's for play. It's not it. You got to start coming up with some humorous type of comebacks, something comedian, not Philly style, not the street shit. That's not what they want to hear. But let's get back to Cody Crowley, man, because, you know, he's finally about to let you hear some stuff that's pretty touching. I'm not gonna lie.
been out of boxing for the last year.
Yeah, I heard.
After people on my team done stuff, so I've been totally out. Then I had people trying to negotiate on my behalf when I've been out. Then I try to get back into boxing, and then I have emergency double eye surgery. And the second that,
So Cody Crowley said he had double eye surgery. And then they start to boo. Like, the guy already said there's 10 to 15 people in there. So listen. Why is it important for you to boo when the seats themselves are not booing? I could see if the seats were filled with buttocks. Those buttocks was attached to consumers, as they call it over in the UK, bums. You putting bums in the seats. That's what they said, bums in the seat, right? I could see if the seats were chit-chattering, but the guy already dropped a dime and said it was 10 to 15 people in there. So the man said he had both his eyes taken, he had to have surgery. That's legit shit. He's here to fight. He's here to fight. Who cares about an offer, a supposedly offer that was sent out? He's there to fight. Period.
Okay.
They don't like the truth.
So
They don't like the truth.
I got my eyes taken from me.
He ain't gonna be able to see nothing coming.
So I just said I got my eyes taken from me, and I'm still getting booed. This is kind of. Hey, we don't have to have a show July 13th. It takes two to tango, and I'm very, very excited to be here, and I'm very excited to fight Boots Ennis.
Yeah, thanks for coming, man. Appreciate you, man.
I've wanted to fight Boots Ennis for a while.
Right. What happened, though? What happened?
I mean, look, I once again, I'm quite confused. You know what I'm saying? With a touch of, I don't quite get it. You know what I'm saying? I'm lost a bit as to why Bozy has so much energy for Cody, who did nothing but try to be the level-headed, you know what I'm saying, the carefree guy, the one that is not dropping obscenities. He's saying, hey, this is what I've been going through. I'm not taking up for Cody. I don't even know the dude. Nor am I freaking up here. I'm denigrating freaking Jaron Ennis. I'm not. I just got some questions about why Bozy is so amped up. What did you take? A pre-workout? What did you take before you came to the arena? A pre-workout with a goddamn Red Bull mixed with a Monster Energy? You know what I'm saying? And a bag of marshmallows? What were you eating on? What were you snacking on prior to this? The man can't even get that out. You're talking about old shit. Who gives a fuck if he turned down the fight? Who cares if you offered him $300,000? Who freaking cares? All we know is Ennis jumped out of the WBO into the IBF, and that's what Crawford was. And y'all took a gamble that Spence was going to win, and now you're fighting Cody Crowley. You receive your belt how you receive it. Now it's like, I just want to push past everything. I don't want to talk about that. I just want to talk about why you turning down the fight. Who cares? This shit is stale, goddammit. This is stale. This is the worst press conference of the year. It ain't no competition. I thought Ryan Garcia's presser, no, hell no. Not even close. Rolly Romero, no, not even close.
Thank you.
What happened?
I already
happened?
know.
Yeah, what happened? Why you didn't fight him, though, when they offered you that $300,000?
300,000.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's what they said.
Get out of here. This man's worth $1 million.
I'm not talking to you, man. I'm talking to
Man,
him.
I'm talking on his behalf.
Yeah. Go ahead. Cody, you want the floor or what? You know what I mean? And really, after we leave here, you can come up my gym. No joke.
God damn. If y'all media enthusiasts that's tuned into this live stream, understand I am speaking on this absent of any malice, man. But I just listen to so much, you know what I'm saying, material that's out there. And it's so trash, man. Like, it's really, is this what boxing came to, the big drama show? Like, are fighters not putting interest into sponsorship? Is that not something that should be in the top of your list of priorities? Sponsorship, making millions upon millions in your boxing career. You can be 20 years old now, right? And before you know it, a good 10 years have passed by and you're in your 30s and you still haven't broken a $30 million paycheck, a $20 million paycheck. a $10 million paycheck in one fight. You put that much effort into boxing and you still, your average is not 10 to 15 million. It's press conferences like this that allow you to sustain the lower end of the bottom of the barrel when they put that money out on you. 500,000. Yeah, easy. 500. We're going to pay you 500,000. That's why I say some fighters out there, they were frowned up if someone even played with them about this type of money. Canelo, he can't even fathom someone bringing those type of numbers to him. He can't fathom having a press conference like this. Canelo, with 15 people in there from Mexico. Viva la loca! Viva la loca! Viva la Mexico! It's not going to happen. Canelo's not going to have a presser. Look, Canelo can do a last minute fucking presser in Philly and the house is going to be packed. What? ¿Qué pasó? No. See, let's go. They're going to be running. They're going to be goddamn riding on the top of the train to get their ass there. But this shit right here with Bozy still talking about going to the gym and shit like that. Sir, let me call you Sir Bozy. It ain't it, man. This ain't it. You keep interrupting Cody Crowley to talk shit to the trainer. It's not classy, bro. It's not even sportsmanlike. It's really not business orientated. It's not even looking out for your fighter. It's not even working as a unit. Y'all not even moving as a unit. It's separation right there. You're busy trying to make it about you and your gym, bro. All you need to do, you have a champion in your gym, Bozy. All you have to do is focus on the champion. And people are going to start gravitating to that gym because they want to see who? They want to see Jaron Ennis, the champ that's out of your gym, your son. He's fighting for the goddamn unification. He's fighting for the undisputed. That's who they want to see.
More than happy. As long as you've taken it.
Eddie Hearns had to tell Bozy, hold on. And that's one of the best promoters to mediate a freaking presser. He been letting them talk because Eddie understands how many people are in front of him. He gets it. So he's kind of letting it parlay. That's all. Eddie knows this shit. Eddie Hearns is in the arena. He signed this guy, y'all. Hear me out. He signed this guy. He took a gamble and signed Ennis, and he's in the arena along with the 15 others, and he's looking at the empty seats.
So I wasn't infighting. I've been dealing with a lot of mental health. I haven't wanted to live for the last couple years. Okay. So
Cody said he hasn't been able. He haven't been wanting to live the last couple of years. That's deep. And Cody is talking this with almost like, I wouldn't say a nervous smile on his face, but more of a polite smile. And why does people think it's an excuse? Like y'all wasn't keeping that energy with Ryan. I didn't see all these people jumping up there when Ryan was saying, oh man, I've been dealing with mental health. Oh, pretty boy. He's been dealing with mental health. Pretty boy. Oh man, it sucks for him. Man, I know what he's dealing with. And I'm 25 and 100. Oh my God, just so much to deal with.
I just keep getting laughed at. Then my dad hung himself.
Yeah. Sorry to hear.
Cody said his dad hung himself, y'all. When people usually talk about a human being hanging themselves, they don't talk about survival. He's talking about getting laughed at, still getting laughed at, about him wanting to take his life. His dad hung himself. He said it twice. And then it's just, and then somebody in the audience is going to say, hang yourself or whatever. Man, it's a very, very tacky, super mediocre, below standard you know what I'm saying, garbage dump. This is the lowest of the low. Yeah, I understand. But if you got a fighter that's coming back home, you can't sit up here and show the world that they made a mistake by doing this. This is a homecoming for your champion. You don't want the fans thinking, damn, I'm glad I ain't show up to this shit.
About that, Cody. Sorry to hear about that, man.
Just like everyone else in this room, when you have things happen to you, it takes time to get over it. It takes time to heal yourself and come back
Who said
and
that?
step up.
What the hell is that?
It stopped you too.
You're going to tell somebody to hang themselves. What's wrong with you? Eddie, get these people under control, man.
Guys, just relax. Carry on, Cody.
So I went and I did what I had to do.
Eddie Hearn, you know, his trainer got mad because somebody said, go hang yourself or something like that. And, you know, unfortunately, the world is a lot, you know, they desensitized to a lot of stuff, man. It's some people that's just, they talk crazy. And there's some people that'll take care of your craziness. There's some people that, you know, what they're going through, they feel like, hey, there's nothing more I have. You know, the way I feel, I'm empty. You know, they consider themselves without a heart. They're at the lowest of the low. You know what I'm saying? Cody is basically putting this out there, and the fight is not even this week. When is the freaking fight? Is the fight tomorrow? Because this is Friday. Was this the weigh-in or the presser? Did they weigh in today before they came to the presser? Did they make weight already? Are they fighting tomorrow? Damn, Cody up here just talking about shit that he's been dealing with, man, in his life. And he got some motherfucking ignorant ass, illiterate motherfuckers in the seats out there, bro.
And heal myself. And then I had people, management, that weren't on my team still negotiating for me. And like I said, I want to reach out to you and just DM and be like, how can we just make this happen? I want to fight for a world title. And if I fight for a world title, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, I don't know, 5 world titles. I want to fight the very best fighter in the world. And I believe Jerron Ennis at 147 right now, you are that guy. So why do I want to fight anyone else? I respect you.
So now, you know, people are cheering. He said, I want to fight the best. I want to fight the best. Why wouldn't I want to fight the best? I want to fight for all these multiple titles. Why wouldn't I want to fight the best? It makes sense, right? That's boxing talk. You know what I'm saying? That's what get people gravitating to you. You know what I'm saying? Lean in a little closer. Pay attention for all the right reasons. But once again, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to say to yourself, you know, why did I invite this person to the party? This party is different. And, you know, you have to have some people that's on deck because they're part of the team that's a part of the party. You know what I'm saying? But it just doesn't make any sense. Just listen on to what happens after this.
Jerron, I love you. Yeah. I hope you have the best.
Cody Crowley say, I love you. Now, I'm going to tell you straight up, as a black man, if I would have said that to Ennis, they would have been trying to say, motherfucking no Diddy. You know what I'm saying? Did you hear Cody Crowley say no Diddy? He's being genuine, in my opinion. He say, man, I love you as a fighter. That's what he's saying. But you got all this society. Oh, man, you know, I like you. No Diddy. Y'all giving Diddy more airplay and the man still free for doing the same shit that make you say no Diddy. The man said, I love you as a fighter. I didn't hear him say no Diddy. I didn't hear him say that childish freaking goddamn go-to defaults they got going on in this damn era, this generation.
Sleep Friday night. To Saturday, I want the best you to show up because I want to be there.
Right.
I want to be there. The best me's going to show up.
We appreciate that, brother. Yeah. We appreciate that.
I'm glad you accepted the fight, though.
Yeah.
So you know there's a lot of people that didn't.
Yeah, a lot.
Right?
A whole lot.
And it takes 2 to tango.
For sure.
You can't even put on your gloves by yourself. You need your dad to put them on, don't you?
That's why we need that. We need that fight.
Cody?
I'm here.
Yeah, we need that fight.
One thing you said earlier was, you know, you are the mandatory challenger. You've earned this shot. You're 22-0.
I had WBC opportunities. I had WBA, WBO opportunities, and I chose you.
Well, listen.
I chose you.
Let me say one thing.
He said he chose Jerron Ennis. He had WBC, WBA. He said he chose Ennis, man. And we also have to pay close attention. And Cody Crowley, this is why I have to I have to goddamn remind you of those WBC opportunities. I understand why that would be a tough way to go. You know what I'm saying? Being that we all understand who is the one that's at the top of the hill over there in those areas. I know they probably wanted you to fight for an interim, but you had a monster over there. You know what I'm saying? Those sanctioning bodies. So it would have been quite difficult at 147 to convince the people that's the fight we wanted to see. We wanted to see you fight that monster. We'd rather see you fight and go through what you're about to go through when you fight a upcoming, world champion as Jerron Ennis.
They said you was trying to go to the WBC, but they made you take the IBF.
So for
because you was the mandatory.
Who
was the mandatory for
Who made me?
We had a mandatory on the WBC too.
Okay.
Yeah, we had a mandatory there.
All right. Mm-hmm. But you understand this, but when you say about the email thing, we wanted to fight Crawford, and we wanted to fight Spence.
I know.
Go tell it on the mountain, over the hills and everywhere. Go tell it on the mountain, 'cause I won't be there. Go tell it on the mountain, over the hills and on my high. Go tell it. No, we don't want to hear that Crawford talk no more, man. We don't want to hear that. Crawford don't have nothing to do with this presser. You was getting on Cody Crowley for so-called wanting to go the WBC route instead of the IBF. He said I was a mandatory over there too. That's what he said.
So we ain't let nobody take the title. The title deserved to be us.
The same thing would have happened to him if he was an interim champ and they would have emailed him thing. What you would have said then? He an emailed champ too, right?
Absolutely.
Right.
Exactly.
I
can't say yes or no.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
You've done what you had to do.
Exactly.
Yep.
Let's talk, Cody. Let's talk about.
Why we talking about email? See, WCS didn't bring up no email. I've been keeping it funky, classy, and I didn't talk about the email, but I'm pretty sure now that there's validation that need to be said because somebody on Cody's team said use an email champion. You're not the first fighter to receive a belt that way, and you won't be the last. But what we shouldn't be doing at the presser is going from one sanctioning body to the next. We should just be focused on the opponent and the IBF sanctioning body. That's all we need to be in attendance for. Not validation based off what Cody Crowley said and other people said. Man, you're an email champion. Come on, man. Just go and continue to unify in the 147 pound. Turk Al-Sheikh act like he's trying to make you in Crawford. Let's just come on, man. Let's be patient and let it play out, man.
This fight, you say you believe this guy is the best in the division. You want to test yourself.
Yeah, how come world champions are moving from 47 to 54? How come former world champions won't fight him for a certain amount of money? It's because he's got the crown. He's the man right now.
We did 5,000 tickets on the pre-sale yesterday. We're already smashing the sales today.
Okay, that's where I'm going to end because I know Eddie Hearns is the best at talking about ticket sales and selling out. They're smashing, you know what I'm saying? I was talking to my colleague today and it was kind of befuddling, right? That, 5,000 ticket sales have somehow disappeared due to consumers purchasing them. But yet a free press conference hosting only 15 people. Somehow we couldn't even do AI. At least they could have did some AI, put AI. You know what I'm saying? Put AI generated freaking bodies in the seats with crowd noise. God damn it. Let me be the ones who coming up with freaking helpful ideas. Okay? We live in the world of technology. We could have put some goddamn butts in the seats. You know what I'm saying? We could have goddamn put on some Coachella, did some shit on the sideline. Could have had Tupac on deck. Something, goddamn it. We could have had a mini concert in there to make it seem like the shit was packed out. But this is supposed to be the homecoming. They said it was 10 to 15 people there. And Eddie Hearns wants you to believe that 5,000 ticket has somehow vanished. And it's a lot of motherfuckers do magic over there. Like I said, I always use my two Davids. I got the David Copperfield, I got the David Blaine, goddamn it. Maybe they on deck over there in Philly. And once them tickets was out, that's what I do. I just made 5,000 tickets disappear. I hope you like the show. Come back again. I mean, come on, man. Come on. It's crazy. I guess y'all want to talk about the dope suspension, right? And though I don't play baseball, I have been known to throw curves a bit, okay? I was a pretty good pitcher myself back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Them little pine cones that drop down from the trees, I used to throw them bitches pretty damn good. You know what I'm saying? Seriously. Conor Benn has been suspended again amidst ongoing doping saga. British welterweight Conor Benn continues to be haunted by problems trying to be cleared to fight in the UK following his 2 positive drug tests in 2022 for banned drug clomiphene. If you don't remember, he was trying to gain weight to fight Chris Eubanks Jr. and somehow when he attempted to consume 5,462.3 over Y equals square eggs, to gain protein weight, he popped positive for clomiphene. Okay. It said today's bad news for the 27-year-old Ben, 23-0, 14 knockouts involved the UK anti-doping UCAD agency once again, provisionally suspending him after they won their appeal against the NADP decision to lift his suspension. They had cleared Ben to continue his career, but that's no longer happening now. Possible implications. With Matchroom promoted Conor Benn's suspension being reinstated, it's a big disappointment for him, his team, and promoter Eddie Hearn. This means Ben won't be able to fight in the UK, which is where his core fan base is located. I'm like this. Hey, Ben, if they don't want you to fight in the UK, you got to come over here to the US. Tyson Fury did it. You know what I'm saying? Tyson Fury did it. When he had all this Mr. Carefoot coming up out of the shadows. Uncastrated, boy. I was there. They knocked on my window and said, give me some uncastrated boar. And I sure enough did. And he went back into goddamn seclusion, never to be heard from again. And they did what they did, and they was up here taking Tyson Fury's license, supposedly. And what Tyson Fury do? He fought everywhere but over there. So for Conor Benn, you do have options. You have options. It leaves Ben in a situation where he's needed. This is Boxing News 24. Cited. It leaves Ben in a situation where he's needed to continue fighting in the U.S., likely in front of small crowds. Ben hasn't been able to win over American fan base like he did with the UK. Man, I just get tired of these people talking about they haven't been able to win over the U.S. fan base. Joshua hasn't been able to. He's still getting paid. Even though it's quite the opposite. Joshua came over here one single time and got blasted. And then he even scared once they even mentioned. He did come over here to train now. He'll come over here to the U.S. and, and have a couple of freaking strippers come over and satisfy him while he, over here in the U.S. and shit, and have a couple of parties, freak offs. Yeah, he'll do that. But if you're talking about fighting over here in the U.S., no, amigo, no. And you know what I mean? I won't be going over there. You know what I mean? I said that. I went over there with Andy. It just can't happen. You know what I mean? I just can't do it again. No way. It's rubbish. There's no way I lace up the gloves and go over there to the U.S. I stay over here in the U.K. with my people. He say no. They say American casual boxing fans have never heard of Nigel Benn, so they're not interested in Conor Benn. See, this person's just straight up ignorant. American casual boxing fans has never heard of Nigel Benn. Are you stupid? Even if Nigel was from the U.S., American fans still wouldn't be amped up. I mean, this person's obviously, he just started writing, just as I freaking read the article. He might just start writing the articles last week. They say in the U.S., you actually got to prove yourself, and you can't depend on a famous dad to gain a following like in the U.K., for example, Muhammad Ali's grandson, Nico Ali. They use Nico Ali, which is not Muhammad Ali's son. We're talking about Conor Benn being the son of a great. See how I'm talking about how stupid they get? We're talking about Conor Benn being the son. And they're talking about in U.S., you actually have to prove yourself. And you can't depend on a famous dad. Poor analogy. It said, for example, Muhammad Ali's grandson, Nico Ali, it doesn't have a huge following in the U.S. despite being connected with the great. That's not his son. That's not his son. Say UCAD will continue their investigation of Ben before they eventually have a hearing on his case. The good news for Ben is that he can stay busy fighting in the U.S. until he eventually free, allowed to fight in the U.K. I'm going to be honest with you. He ain't going to miss it. I can tell you that. If he can make money over here in the U.S., he'll do it. It's not like he's a boring fighter. You know, he do have some bravado and machismo to him. If Ben continued to look as lackluster as he has recently, it might not matter when he's eventually cleared to fight in the UK. He's looked poor in his 2 fights in the US against Peter Dobson and Rodolfo Orozco. Man, come on. This guy. Oh my God, man. I can't finish this. You know what I'm saying? I can't finish this. Let me get back to the chat, man. Shout out to everyone that's on deck. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everyone that's on deck. And yeah, don't be confused by the thumbnail. I just had to, you know, send one of those nice Hallmark cards out to the media enthusiasts that are infatuated to know that Planet of the Apes has been released. The new Planet of the Apes are being released. It's a new release. And we do have some that's infatuated with primates on here. It's been proven. They should be happy that I'm actually doing them a favor and attaching them to a thumbnail. You know what I'm saying? Whoever they may be. Because it's shameful, to be honest with you. Let me get back to the comments. It's shameful. Let me take this down, okay? And shout out to Planet of the Apes. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to put it out there that they have just did a new release, okay? Just wanted to put it out there. And to remind people, we have media enthusiasts that's out here imitating their favorite parenting, their favorite type of parents. You know what I'm saying? They're imitating favorite family members that they love and adore to the core. You know what I'm saying? Carlos said this is what happened when they passed No Child Left Behind bill. Damn, dog. I mean, I can't laugh at that because that was very, very rampant down in A. Boost lost his cool soon as he got called on email chat. Yeah. He was irritated, Andrew. You know what I'm saying? And that shouldn't be something, because that's going to be around for a long time. So everybody that mentioned email is going to get you to emote? No, son. Come on, man. Be stronger than that. You know, learn how to have a sense of humor. Talk about some other stuff. Make up some stuff. Learn how to be a storyteller, bro. 402 said, I don't know him either. W said, sounds like the big lights might be affecting Mr. Boost. I don't know what he was on, man. Like this hands down is one of the worst pressers in a long time. Just when you thought you couldn't see this right here with 10 to 15 people on deck and being that millions can be watching this, right? Bozy just extracted. It was a bit selfish in my thought process, my observation. It was a bit selfish for Bozy to just overtake the presser. You're not fighting. You're talking about knocking out a trainer, man. Come on, man. And then he says He respect his elder. You throw the first punch, I'll do the rest. I mean, classic. You got to come up with some humor, bro. Whoever Boots' opponent is cooked him. This is why Boots might not get those big fights. You must be a professional. Sounds like a premeditated thing to me. Boots better hope the opponent leave Philly safely. Man, I don't know, man. Like, that shit, everybody know how Philly get down. You wouldn't have said that shit to Crawford. You wouldn't have said that to Bud. You know what I'm saying? Boots, if Bud came over there and gave you the opportunity, if that was ever a miracle, if that was a miracle where somehow the time machine malfunctioned and there was a glitch in life and you was in Crawford position and Crawford was in your position, he had to come to your town. And you would tell him, oh, you better leave. What? Come on, man. Y'all just be picking and choosing who y'all want to do that shit with. Jones on deck, man. Salute to you. We ain't got time to take our work up here at WCS Inflation. I feel you, man. I feel you. Shout out to Jones in the building. I feel you, big dog. But man, y'all supposed to be supporting the Phenom. That's Jerron Boots. This was supposed to be the 1+. You know what I'm saying? This is supposed to be the 1+ after Errol Spence. The next. I agree the fight should have been in Ontario. Yeah. But this is supposed to be a hometown. I remember when Boots said he ain't doing no more, after his co-main event. After his co-main event with Corinne Chudingham, I believe. That was on the co-main of Davis, Gervonta Davis. He said he wanted to do main event. He's a main event fighter. But when you don't have nobody in the arena, it says otherwise. Maybe you should just co-main just a little bit more with some big names, show out, so Philly can really get close to you. It's a lot of cats in Philly that's not feeling the way that you got that title and what's going on. I'm just saying. I mean, they're human at the end of the day, man. You got a lot of Philly fans that fuck with boxing heavy. I mean, a lot of Philly boxing fans over there that fuck with the sport heavy, bro. Boots is a fighter. They must have good dance partner to sell. Like any other fighter, time will tell if Eddie Hearns made a big mistake by signing Boots. Hey, man, well said. Well said. Well said. Just like I mentioned, 402, Eddie Hearns is out there in the arena. He knows what's in front of him, what the cameras aren't showing. He made the decision to sign Boots and put all that behind him, and they're going to fight Crawford for sure and all that. I'm glad they didn't make it a Crawford presser, because Crawford probably would have sent out a tweet. My next fight at BMO Stadium. Not Philly. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad they didn't make this presser about Crawford, because that just would have been worse. You know what I'm saying? That would have been the sledgehammer that crippled the camel's back. You know what I'm saying? That would have been a sledgehammer that made that camel not have any humps in his back. Period. I'm glad they didn't make this a Crawford presser, because that just would have been all bad, because he ain't got shit to do with this presser. Bruce Gas Boxing Jazz, some more the OG in the building. What's good with it, Bruce? I'm waving the white flag. You were hitting on all cylinders, man. I'm just saying, like, this shit right here was the worst press conference I've seen in a while, only because the trainer was making it about him. Who wants to see a trainer as old as Bozy Ennis? Not saying he can't throw them paws. Not saying that you can't, put in that work. Not saying none of that, Bozy. I'm just saying the emphasis should be directly focused and zoomed in on your son, who they consider the phenom. That is the priority at hand. Nothing else. Nothing else matters except building your son's profile up to a point where fans want to see him fight. They're yearning to see him fight. If you're trying to say you want to see him, Team Ennis gonna fight 3 times, well, you gotta find him opposition, man, that people want to see. They looking at Cody Crowley and his story. It's a lot of people that's gonna feel sympathy. They thinking he gonna get booed because it's Philly. Shit, they might be cheering for Cody. You know what his manager said? This is a real Rocky story. Cause that man's been through a lot of shit, bro. You can't never depend on nobody to give you the amount of empathy that you're looking for outside of what you feel in your heart. You can't depend on that. You can't depend to tell somebody that's a situation that you have going on that's anchored. That's an onus. You know what I'm saying? Just a very heavy onus, man. You can't expect them to just tell you what you want to hear all the time. Like people's up here talking about go hang yourself and all that. That man been through a lot, man. His dad hung himself. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. Shout out to Jamal Neasy in the building. Salute to you. Cody said that. I know I'm behind on some of these comments. Yeah, man. Cody was being a level-headed one. You know what I'm saying? This could be Boots' first and last in his hometown. I think so. That's what I'm talking about. The hottest chat in the MFing game. That makes a lot of sense to me. This could be something that will go down, and it might be a long hiatus before they think about returning. Well, last time, Boots, we was up there, and I was up there with you. You understand me? And I was looking up there. There's like 10 to 15 people out there. And I was saying to myself, this is Bullocks. I just signed you, and they told me you was a phenom. But I look out there in front of me. I don't see anybody but seats upon seats. No bums in the seats. No bums in the seats. Eddie's gonna break it down. So we're not going back to Philly. Just to be honest with you, we're not going back to Philly unless I'm on a Philly cheesesteak and I'm there just to visit. We're not doing main events there. You understand? You know what I mean? It's nothing personal. I'm just saying, we're not doing this no more. It's gonna be a long time. Man, Eddie Hearns is having that heart to heart. We can't do this. We can't do it again. Shout with $2 at the tree, man. Much appreciated. Supporting the channel. Tripping. Why you tripping? He said, wait a minute. Boots fighting this dangerous man? Hey, man. We just hope this fight is entertaining enough that he put on for Philly nothing easy. You know what I'm saying? Look. We hoping that the performance isn't sneezy. We want to make sure that there's not anybody in there getting sleepy. Neasy. You understand? We're trying to hope that they are awake. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's up there sleazy, sleeping, and sneezing because they just don't know what's going on. They on their phones. They on social media just looking around. We hope the performance is everything because Cody Crowley said it takes 2 to tango. And a lot of people turned down this fight. And I believe him. But all this stuff about go to the gym after this, man, nobody's doing that, bro. But shout out to Neasy with the $2 on the tree. I appreciate you, man. This guy has nothing to lose, to be honest, WCS. The fight still might not happen. I'm rooting for the challenger. I feel you on that. I'm not saying I'm rooting for the challenge because, you know, Bozy was all in. I'm just rooting for both fighters to get in the ring because they've been out the square for a while. So just because the press conference was the worst, you know what I'm saying, one of the worst, I'm not rooting against Boots just because. I'm not rooting against Cody. It's easy for me to look at Cody, you know, and not feel his pain. You know what I'm saying? And not feel his pain, man. And, you know, some people can keep stuff all, you know, wrapped up inside and some people can't. Like I tell people, when I was due to come pick up my first son down here, you know, at grandma's, and he you know, he passed away and they was doing everything they can to save him on the table. And that still hurt. I wouldn't tell that to anybody that I'm not close to, because I won't want them to react in a way that I feel that's insensitive. But yet, maturity has to say, you chose to tell them that, so you can't be mad at how they reacted, or for somebody to try to use it in a way to feel like they're getting back at you. You know what I'm saying? But blessings to Cody, man. You know, went through what he went through. You know what I'm saying? Wanted to take his life. His dad hung himself. You know what I'm saying? God bless, brother. Real talk. God bless you. Shout out to Jones on deck. $5 on the tree, man. I appreciate you, dog, for supporting the channel as always, man. Something for the collection plate. Keep cooking, dog. Hit the like. Much appreciated. Shout out to the ones who support the channel by their presence and ones who support the channel monetarily. Yes. Appreciate you both ways like that. Jones said, one thing for sure, Crowley gonna come to fight. I'm interested in the matchup. Boots needs some writers or like a personality coach though. Sad but true. You can tell he doesn't talk much. He need to find a way, man. Maybe you need to drop some suggestions. You know, do a PowerPoint presentation, Jones. You know, put some bulletized, you know, suggestions in his DMs, man. Tell him who you are. Say, I'm just doing this out of the good nature of my heart. I was hearing one of the channels that I tune in and support, and I just felt like, damn, this is something I need to do. So I came up with 10 bullets, you know what I'm saying, line for line of suggestions on how you should practice on building up your persona, building up your bravado, you know, and really coming into the best interest of the fans with them wanting to see you at a press conference. All this, you know, we built like that. We like that. We like that. No, your dad, no. Your dad is challenging the trainer. You don't co-sign and shit like that, Ennis. You're Ennis. You're trying to go for the family name, build that up, legacy. You're up here talking about we like that. We like your dad is not on the contract to fight, bro. Damn. Connor the Egg Destroyer Ben. Connor the Egg Destroyer. Connor was goddamn ripping through those jokes. Goddamn shit. Fuck assault. Shoot, Connor was goddamn tearing and molesting the hell out of them eggs, man. Chicks was like, excuse me, sir. I don't mind anybody else eating the eggs, but this guy right here is just go over the top with the eggs. He just dump them into a freaking hot boiler, all 5,500 of them. And you know what I'm saying? Just boiling to death, man. I could have just had my kids, man. Goddamn. I'm all about pro-life. I see my kids just goddamn get boiled to death. I'm all about pro-life. He's about pro-choice. Give me my kids. Shout out to Jessica in the building. I see you, Queen. How you feeling? After Boots barely win his fight, all 20 people in the crowd should chant, oh, email chat. Man, I swear I got some instigators in the chat, man, for real. I got some straight up instigators, man. And I know for a fact Neezy is one of them, man. I got to call it as I Neezy. You know what I'm saying? Why would they call him an email channel? What would bring you to that conclusion, man? You know what I'm saying? He is trying to get Cody Crowley to validate that how he received his belt, if somebody else would have received it the same way, what would they have called you? They would have deemed you an email champion too. That is not the point. The point is Crawford went in there July 29th, which we have 80 days remaining to the T-Mobile Massacre 1-year anniversary, just to let you know that. But anyway, Crawford went in there and beat a pound-for-pound unified champion for that title that you have in your possession. And in the meanwhile, while Spence was playing just playing around, probably got some step-aside money. You know what I'm saying? This is the first time Spence got some step-aside money for cataract surgery. He might was going to have cataract surgery last year, but they gave him step-aside money so he can have it in 2024. And that would be long enough for them at the end of 23 to try to put that request in for Boots and say, yeah, you need to start negotiation with Boots for this title. I can't do that because I'm in a contract with Errol Spence. Errol Spence knew the shit. But he they gave him $16.30 for step-aside money. And he said, cool, man. Cool, man. I can get me some chips out the vending machine after my surgery over with. Yeah, I like that. So right when the title was handed over in 23, then all of a sudden, Spence abort mission on the rematch. He comes out in a wheelchair and all the other bullshit we see. It's bullshit, dog. Bullshit. Saying sleepy kneesy. We don't want them to get a sleepy kneesy in that auditorium. Somebody better be there to goddamn wake them up, man. We don't need to remind him how he got the title. We just need for him to have a great performance to keep the title. They don't want that Crawford work. Stop bringing up his name. Stop bringing up his name. Y'all have clout chased the sea off of clout. Leave that man alone. Okay? If the fans was calling for that fight, not these media enthusiasts, I'm talking about the masses, then you would get the fight. Until then, let it go, man. Go up here and fight Blair the Flair Cobbs. Fight somebody in the welterweight division. That's all I'm saying. Am I asking too much? Those of you that's in the chat, the hottest chat in the MF game, am I asking too freaking much? Damn. And why are y'all going hard on Boots? I'm not going hard on Boots, man. I've played it fairly neutral and fair today. Seriously. I played it fair, but Jessica, let's understand the mathematics of this. You know what I'm saying? Let's understand the mathematics, okay? Let's do some basic math there, Jessica. Let's just say an arena holds 10,000, right? Let's just say broad numbers, because we're talking about Boots, who's trying to build up his persona and build up his fan base. Let's just say the arena that you having, the presser that's open to the public in a homecoming has 10,000 seat capacity. Just say, for example, 10,000 seats. All right? Are you tracking with me now? Are you tracking? I just want this to go over so everybody understands that I wasn't feeling no type of way about what I said. So if you take 10,000 and you subtract 15, Jessica, from 10,000, it leaves 9,985 empty seats. 9,985 empty seats. This is a presser that was open to the public there, Jessica. This is what I'm trying to tell you. That brings concern to the boxing community. It wasn't even anybody in there willing to get sleepy kneesy on them. At least some could have showed up early and they could have been, oh man, god damn, I gotta go all the way back across the bridge. Oh shit. Oh my god, man, I'm so sleepy. That's all I'm saying. This is all I'm saying. Cody's trainer said, it's 10 to 15 people here. This is supposed to be your homecoming. This is supposed to be your homecoming. In Ontario, we would have had 15,000 pack this shit out. If it was in Canada, Ontario. That's what he said. We would have packed the motherfucker out. But he said to Boots, you got 10. And you say we're being hard on Boots? I mean, me being in the military, I could have twisted that and reversed it and, kind of gave you a freestyle off the top of the dome on Boots. You're supposed to be hard on Boots. I mean, I laced up Boots for years upon years. And goddamn, them Boots went all over the world with me. Combat, all that shit. We're supposed to be hard on Boots. But I know you're not talking about the ones you wear. We're talking about the professional fighter. I get it. Well, with that said, criticism was absolutely warranted today with his father, Jessica, trying to challenge the trainer of Cody Crowley. He said, after that, we can go to the gym and I'll stop you. That's the same thing Jerron Ennis says. I'll stop him. You talking about Corinne? Oh, that's see right there. See, y'all, you trying to play. That was different right there. But you said stop him though. You said stop him. And Corinne Chudikin, last time I checked, I look on BoxRec, I was there. I was watching the fight. I was doing everything I was supposed to do. I cleared my eyes and everything, put on my glasses, and it said you went 12 rounds with him, brother. That's all I'm saying. I'm not trying to make it any difficult than it need to be. I'm just saying I looked at the fight. I said to myself, damn, when is he going to turn out? When is he going to go to plan B, C, or D? And you never had another plan outside of A. Something's wrong there. Like, damn. You're not stopping everyone you step in the ring with. Everyone is not Ramon Villa, nor do they have the style to stand there in front of you and give you the opportunity just to swing with your eyes closed and you're going to hit that dude. Come on, man. Come on, man. One thing I can say there, Jessica, is that Ennis did knock that pen out the water. They grabbed that pen and signed that piece of paper to get that IBF championship. I swear to God. When that mail carrier came by and dropped that title off, and they sent that notification, Boots, you have mail. You have mail. You have mail. I mean, come on now. Come on. Talk to him, Arnold. Talk to her. Ooh, talk to her. Cause they ain't laced. Ooh, wait. Stop on a Friday. Don't goddamn start cooking the fish fry already in the grease. It's 80 days to the damn fish fry, man. Don't do it to her, Arnold. Jessica came in here like, I just got there. Finished sipping on, I had a couple fuzzy navels, you know what I'm saying? Some pina coladas. I'm feeling good right now. Let me see what they're saying in the chat over here, WCS. Why y'all being so hard on Boots? Huh? I don't see nothing he did. No, look at the presser. And then you understand why Arnold said they're not laced. Great wordplay. Great wordplay. Great wordplay, Arnold. Shout out to Arnold. Quick reaction, catch and shoot. Great wordplay. Because they weren't laced, God damn it. Coming over here, barking orders. Why y'all in here got there talking to Boots? Give Boots the respect. No, man. His boots wasn't laced. That's why he couldn't stand up like his papa. Bozy up there, his shoes are laced, double knotted, everything, man. I'll stop you, man. I'll stop you. We can go to the gym right now. I'll stop you, period. Man, what we do, hey, Eddie, is there any way we can be on the undercard? No, that's not going to happen. Let's be honest here. I understand. You want to do this for your child. I get it. But come on, Bozy, let Boots Ennis talk. Let him talk. Him and Cody is the one that's basically throwing punches on that night. Let him speak. Come on, Bozy. What's getting into you? Usually you low key. Your son is defending his IBF title. He gets the opportunity to erase the email, the notification that everyone's been talking about. Even Cody said it was the email. It's the right to wrong. Come on, Bozy. You didn't even watch the presser. See what I'm talking about? Man, come on, man. You didn't even watch the presser. She just kick open the door. Why y'all go hard on Boots, man? God damn. She didn't even say, I mean, come on. You didn't even watch the presser. See right there, that's the, you know, OG Mr. Golden. He can't even protect you on that shit. He comes in here, hey, Queen. Who messing with your Queen? Don't even know the whole story. Don't even know the whole story, man. You know what I'm saying? How can y'all come in here and talk about protecting a freaking fighter, man, without even looking at the presser? That's crazy. Come on, man. We can't allow that to happen no more. You know what I'm saying? We can't allow that to happen no more. We got to at least look at the presser and then get here early enough. It's almost an hour and a half into the live. And so you can kind of have some bullets to fire down range. If you didn't watch the presser, you don't have no rounds in the chamber, man. You holding a slingshot. You might pull that sucker back, hit me in the head with a pebble. Hey, man, what's going on? Oh, you was over there talking about Boots. But why are you using a slingshot? What the hell? Oh, I just heard some, the back end of your live. Man, you need to chill with that, man. Boots didn't do nothing to you. Did you listen to I was talking mostly about Bozy. Oh, shit, my bad. I didn't even know. I just heard Ennis. You up here going ahead defending Ennis and his boots not even tied. Damn. But, hey, it's bound to happen, man. Some people getting off work. You know what I'm saying? Some people just now winding down. That's all it is. That's all it is. Hold on for a second. Okay. Yeah, man. Nobody better not be messing with the Queen. COG, I know you was gonna say that. You know what I'm saying? And see, I have to treat you just like I have to put you in the same category. You know what I'm saying? As I put Jessica, who came in here just kicking the doors open for no reason. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, y'all might have been at the same happy hour, and she was sharing a freaking 6-pack of wine coolers with you there, Mr. Go. I'm just gonna be honest. Both of y'all might have the same high. I don't know if it's apple wine cooler, goddamn strawberry and freaking whatever, but y'all obviously got the same high. We're talking about a presser that both of y'all need to go look at, and then return back after watching it, and then you're gonna say, hey man, I apologize. I was defending Jessica, who didn't look at the presser, just came in here, after goddamn taking a 6-pack of wine coolers to the head, sour apple, taking them to the head, feeling right. And then Mr. Golden, I don't know where Golden coming from. He just impulsively acts, yeah, what are they doing over here to you, Jessica? I heard them saying all the way down the street, what are they doing to you? I'm here for you. Man, y'all better get y'all evidence, man. The hell y'all talking about? I think that was the loudest I ever heard crickets at the presser. Hey, Neezy. The Crickets wasn't in attendance either, brother. They wasn't there. See, Crickets only show up where they know people are gonna hear them, and they feel it's a reason for them to be heard. The Crickets didn't feel like it was a reason for them to be heard at that presser today. They ain't coming there risking being ate up by one of them motherfucking rats. You know, they might have one of them New York, man, they might have a clan of rats that's been roaming the area. They hungry. They looking for some protein. Man, come on, Crickets are smart too, bro. They said, no, I pass on this, bro. I ain't stepping up in there. I pass on this, man. Let's just go jump on the subway and say, no, man. Man, them rats, them gangs down there different. You know what I'm saying? Hey, they eat anything that's moving on the ground. Period. They don't discriminate. I was mainly asking the chat, oh, so basically she's trying to take shots at the host. She's trying to say she was talking to the chat. She was not talking to the host. So she was basically trying to find out information from the chat who's receiving content from the host. I get it. It's almost like, please, I wasn't talking to you. Okay. I was talking to those who you're talking to. Speak unless spoken to. No. We're not doing that, Jessica. You don't come up here making noise. Hey. No. His boots wasn't laced. And if you're going to come to the door first, you should say, hey, Jerron, can I lace your boots up first? So you can have better traction to avoid, you know what I'm saying, what we're doing right now. And people saying it's 10 to 15 people that's in the arena. You know, I want you to be right. You know what I'm saying? Can I lace up your boots, tie them up, put a boot band on that motherfucker, you know, get you right so you can have traction. You have that ankle support. You know what I'm saying? Because you're going to need it against Cody Crowley. He got a lot on his mind. He looking to vent. Y'all taking that man for granted. That man say he was suicidal. He was going through mental health issues and his dad committed suicide. That's a lot. That's a lot, man. Serious, man. Gonna come up here, goddamn, just making noise, kicking shit around, coughing, you know what I'm saying? Just doing inflicted stuff. Just for attention. Oh, we want to protect the Boots Protection Committee on deck. No, we don't go. Hey, don't go backwards. Don't go backwards. Don't come in here and say, oh, I'm gonna act like I have a concern and voice my grievances, but then find out, oh no, that's not what it was. I'm gonna go watch it now. So then when I come back on live, I'll be able to say, hey, my bad. My apologies. I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? I falsely sit up here and point the finger. I didn't know. I apologize. It wasn't personal. It is, man. You had one to jump on the bandwagon. Mr. Golden came in here too, and he's quick to defend. You know what I'm saying? He quick to defend. Not even asking what the second story is. What's the second side? It's always two sides to the story. What's the other side? Well, matter of fact, I don't need to hear the other side. It's just Jessica. That's all I know. It's Jessica, and I'll defend anything she got going on. Who did it, Jessica? Who did it? God damn it! What they do to you? Come hitting me up behind the scene. Hey, WCS, man, I know you was just joking and all that. But man, can you just watch your tone with Jessica? Man, you know, that's the queen right there. And, you know, just watch your tone, man. I'm not trying to go any other place, man. Just watch your tone. You know, I support your channel and everything, but man, I just can't accept that you're doing that to somebody that I adore. You know what I'm saying? We both down here in Georgia. And I was like, nigga, I am too, goddammit. I'm down here too. I'm going to let that slide, Mr. Golden, because I don't want you having to check in when you roll through the city. I'm going to let that slide now. I'm going to let that slide, Mr. Golden, because I don't want you to have to goddamn check in when you roll through them goddamn county lines now. I don't want you to have to check in now. You know what I'm saying? You all the way up there in Savannah. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to have to goddamn have you check in. You know? Hey, I can tell you what, Jessica ain't gonna come to your defense down here in the A, man. Understand that. I know, man. But hey, y'all, we should do it again, man. I'm at my hour and a half. Shout out to the hottest chat in the MF and game. And salute to those who pulled up. And we will continue to keep a close eye on this situation that we seen play out. And for those of you that felt some type of way about my thumbnail, you'll get it sooner or later. This is nothing like you think. This is just a message to the media enthusiast that's deserving of this. I had to give them their airtime. You know what I'm saying? I had to give them their airtime just so they can feel overjoyed that the Planet of the Apes is dropping. You know, it's out there in movie theaters. I know it's somebody out there that can recognize that. Until next time, man, y'all hold it down. I'm out.